So, junkyard day. Figured I'd swing out here real quick, walking around, and what do I see? But a 1997 Infiniti J30 with a differential in it. We're getting it. So yeah, baby, there she is. 6-bolt. So if I remember correctly, it should be a direct bolt in. Let's unbolt this bastard and get it out of here. I'm working on getting the bolts out right now that go to the axles. I've got 2 more bolts on each side. Then we got the drive shaft undone. And to pull the 2 main bolts, and this bad boy should be ready to come out. And then the bane of my existence on this car, you have to undo the drive shaft. And my problem here is some Hercules has installed these bolts to about 2,000 pound-feet of torque. And as you can see on this bolt, I've already tried getting it off and it started to round. So I'm gonna have to come up with a new idea to get these 4 bolts out, which I have one. And I'm about to test it to see if it'll work. Lord willing, it will. I've got about 3 hours left for the junkyard to be open, and one way or another this differential is coming with me, because between the front hubs on this car and this differential, that'll be most of the parts that I need to finish my project off. So I got a couple ideas on how to do this, including possibly just busting the yoke off, drilling through these bolts, or at the worst freaking case, undoing the drive shaft up there and dragging the whole assembly out. But plan 3 or plan C there is going to be very last ditch. So here we go. Here's a little update. So far I've had to drill through every one of these bolts. And just so you know, this may be what you have to do as well. So bring a whole bunch of drill bits, unless your junkyard is cooler than mine and allows sawzalls. Mine doesn't. So I've been out here for about an hour drilling through bolts, where it would have taken me about 10 minutes with a sawzall. I have 1 more to go after this, and then the diff will come out. Dear Lord, have mercy. After a hell of a lot of work, I finally got the drive shaft off. Now it's time to get this differential out. I'm gonna pull this piece right here off this exhaust, because it's kind of in the way. It's a couple of 12mm bolts. And then we're gonna try and drop this son of a bitch and see what happens. Hopefully, if everything goes right, I can sneak it out past the sway bar, not kill myself, and actually get it out. Whew. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That goddamn thing was a fight. But it's out now, and that's one of the major pieces left on my project. Hooray for me. Yay. They said all this. They said, oh, let's build a hot rod. It'll be fun, they said. This ain't fun. All I can say is, if you want to get one of these differentials out, pay somebody else to do it. Because It sucks. And whatever you do, don't do like I did and forget that these back parts right here are threaded. Because I got the whole thing undone. I'm out there with a bar trying to rip this thing out. Didn't even realize that there was bolts in there. That was like 20 minutes of stupidity. More to come.